My two-handed backhand is so awkward no matter what my coach tells me, no matter how many lessons, how many YouTube videos I watch. It just sucks. It feels so awkward. I can't do it. I want to switch to a one-hander. Well, hey, if that is you, then this video is for you. We will, in this video, make sure that your two-handed backhand is more comfortable. So let's get started. So the top tip, okay? The number one tip, and with my Delco accent, I am from Delco, right? The left hand does the talking, the right hand does the walking. If you're a right-handed player, if you're a left-handed player, the right hand does the talking, the left hand does the walking. All that a two-handed backhand is a non-dominant hand forehand. So use your top hand on the racket. I don't have pockets, but here we are. So when I swing my two-handed backhand, I'm using my top hand. That top hand does all of the work. The bottom hand is just along for the ride, okay? Too many players, they use their right hand too much or their bottom hand. Again, the bottom hand is the guy coming back from the club at 2 a.m., right? The top hand is the Uber driver. It's the designated driver, right? When you swing, and if your backhand feels awkward, go out to the court and swing using your top hand. If you really want to learn it, you're going to do two drills. Number one, you're going to just take swings. I'm a right-hand player, so I'm going to just take swings with my left hand, hit some left-handed forehands. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing, I'm going to take my right hand off and wave to the camera. That is going to teach me how to use my non-dominant hand. Second thing, if your backhand feels awkward, all you're going to do is you're going to just put your hands together. Instead of having so much space on the racket, by having so much space, it's going to be hard to maneuver. Too many players do this. You're just going to put your hands close to the racket like that. By having your hands close, it's going to allow you to really maneuver the racket while you hit. So again, number one, you're going to have your rackets close, your hands close, and number two, you're going to what? You're going to use your top hand while you hit. Next, you're going to hold that racket loose. You're not going to hold that racket tight. By holding that racket loose, it's going to allow you to be much better. You don't want to be tight. You don't want your wrist to be locked. You want to be loose. Too many players, they try to hit this backhand and they're way too locked, right? You need to be loose when you hit. So you're going to be looser. You're going to be loose in your arms and your elbows. You're going to have a little bit of bend, and you're going to use your left hand. So again, if you use your top hand, if you have your hands together and you're loose, you're flexible, your backhand will feel less awkward. Now, let's talk about swing path. Why does it feel awkward at first? Because it's on your non-dominant side, two hands, so it's more restricted. But if you do these tips, I'm telling you, you might like it more than your forehand. Last thing that you're going to do, you're going to follow through properly every single time. Now, how do we follow through properly every single time? All we're going to do is once we're done, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to point both of my elbows up forward towards the court. You see how both my elbows are to you right now? My elbows aren't here. Players like to do this. That means I'm swinging to the side. They're not here, not down here. I'm pointing my elbows up every single time, like I'm golfing and holding my follow through. So again, I'm going to swing and point my elbows up. It's going to ensure that I follow through every single time I hit. So again, if you can use your top hand, if you could have your hands close, if you can be loose, you can be flexible, and you can point your elbows up to the court every single time, you will be able to hit a less awkward backhand and probably enjoy it more than your forehand. Guys, I'm telling you, I want you to try these tips. These tips work for every single one of my students. If you do these, your backhand won't feel awkward. If these tips helped you with your backhand, please let me know in the comments below, as well if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Have a good one, guys. Hit those backhands and happy hitting.